Hi, welcome you all to the session for learning about super keyword in object oriented programming. Here, the super keyword is a reference variable which can be used to refer the immediate parent class's object. Okay, whenever user create the instance of subclass, an instance of parent class is created implicitly, that is referred by the super reference variable. We will see this in example. It happens when a derived class and base class has same data members. That means variables, same similar variables. When the parent class and child class both are having similar variables with the data type, then at that time we can use this super keyword. Usage of super keyword to refer the immediate parent class instance variable, that means object variable, to invoke the immediate parent class method, and also we can invoke immediate parent class constructor. But the constructors of the superclass never inherited by the subclass. The constructors of the superclass cannot be inherited by the subclass. Okay, that we will see with example. This is the only exception to rule that a subclass inherits all the properties of its superclass. So based upon this, here we are going to see the example to inherit the variables of parent class by subclass using super keyword. Here the class vehicle is created with the variable is max speed assigned with value 120. Then we are creating the child class car, which is extending the parent class vehicle. So vehicle becomes a parent and car is the child. Okay, and based upon this, here we are defining same variable. You see similar variable max speed which is available in the parent class defined in the child class also, but we are assigning the value 180 instead of 120. Here we are having the method display inside the child class, which is printing the value which is calling superclass. That means this variable will print the max speed which is assigned in the parent class, because the super indicates the parent class. Who is the parent here? Parent is here vehicle, so parent dot max speed, so that value will print now. And here the driver class test is defined, which is having the main method. Just we are creating the object variable with respect to the class, here child class car. Then just we are calling the method display by using this variable. So you see we will get the value of the parent class value 120 in the output. You see the output becomes parent class value, because we are using the super keyword. So like that, here if you want to call the methods which are defined inside the parent class, then we can use super keyword. The parent class person is having the method message here, which is having single statement. Just it is printing the statement, this is person class. Okay, now we are defining student class. This is child class, which is extension of the parent class person. This is also having similar method. You see here also message, here also message. So similar method we are having here, that is having the statement, this is student class. So student is child and here person is parent. Okay, so now the display method is available in the child class. We are calling the method message. We are calling the method message. So this is calling the same class child class. Okay, so here the message indicates calling the method which is defined inside the same class child class. Then we are using super keyword, which is the meaning of parent class dot message. So this is calling the method we are given here. So when you are calling this statement will execute. Okay, so after that we are defining the driver class. to create the objects. So here object is created by using the child class. Okay, student is child class. You look at that. Here student is child class. Then that object is used to call the display method. So display method is here. So when you are calling the display this object and display method, right, inside the display method we are having first statement is message. So message is calling the child class, so the student class it will print the first statement. Then the second statement is here super dot message. Then this message method will execute, person will display. Look at that. First it is executing this method. That method is having student class. Then second, the parent class method based upon this statement we are calling. Then this method is having the statement this is person class. So second statement is executed. So we can use the super keyword to call the method also. Now here we are going to invoke the parent class constructor from the child class constructor, right, not from the method. Method is different, this is constructor. From the constructor we are calling the parent class constructor. So here parent is the class. We are defining the constructor which is taking one argument, that is integer argument, and which is printing that value. Then we are creating child class, that is the extension of here parent, right, which is the parent. Then now child class is creating, this is constructor. Okay, this is the constructor for the child class. This is parent constructor. Okay, parent constructor, right. So now we are going to call the super of x defining that this means this is equivalent to parent of x, parent of x, but it is called from inside the constructor of the child class. That is the title here itself. Inside the child class constructor we are calling the parent class constructor. Now after that this statement will print. So from when you are executing this statement, first it will print the parent class constructor. Okay, so you look at that. First it print the parent class constructor this value, then only this statement is executing. So that is child class constructor. So that here driver class is there. The driver class is creating the object for the child class. Then we are passing the value 10. That 10 is printed here. Suppose if you want to call like this d dot child, it will not applicable for the constructor. Okay, this is object variable. Object variable cannot use to call the constructor. So like this we can call the parent class constructor from the child class constructor in inheritance method by using super keyword. Also, superclass constructors are never inherited by subclass. Okay, so here you see when you are uh, using the constructor name as the similar name in the class name, that will be called constructor. If constructors were inherited in child class, then child class would remain the parent class constructor, which is against the constraint, that means condition. Okay, against the constraint, that constructor should have the same name as class name. It means when you are calling the constructor in from inside the child class, it is not possible. You can use the super keyword. Okay, you can use the super keyword to call inside the child class. So super dot otherwise like this. So it is possible, but this method is not possible to call the constructor, that means parent constructor. So here parent is the class which is having the constructor. So this constructor cannot be called from the child class. If you want to call this, you have to call from inside the child class constructor. Outside the child class constructor, if you call directly by using the method name, constructor name, it is not possible. You see it is giving the error, it is not allowed. Okay, so parent cannot be converted to child, so this is not possible. So we cannot inherit the parent class constructor from the subclass. That is the thing. So thanks for watching.